where and no me catch him say France and Brazil match, you know, it's going to be some match. Now and no how much say your quality football. What a game that was. And kudos to both teams, new coaches, because even though it was a friendly match, but quality football was a display. In fact, France won a game by 2-1. And say before the game, you was a France for the favorites of this very game. No? They ended up winning. But I tell you, this game, because it's a friendly match, needed to reveal a lot of things to the coaches ahead of the World Cup. So I would say, coaches need now from the game itself. Now, France 4 team, the truth is, I'm not brutal. When you look at the squad, entrance squad tells you about this very generation. In fact, we are in a generation this very French team, aqua finals of the last 2 World Cups. So it tells you how strong, and they are just getting better and better every day. And in fact, first goal was scored by Kylian Mbappé. And when you look at the quality of this French team, from goalkeeper, middle, defense, near attack, Dembele, the ball pass, the Ballon d'Or winner, saw a space and was breaking 2 defensive line and a better Mbappé, of course, with the pace and the way Osho goes, particularly for Real Madrid. And the French national team went for a chip and with 2 balls for a goalkeeper. Ederson, so my board, I passed them. And that was the first goal. And then it talks about Mbappé and this French national team. Because looking at this French national team, I tell you, the Mbappé you know, so they tell me and require jump teams already. Or to say Mbappé above send or France, you know. To me, who is the damn free one? Mbappé comes next. Who is the all-time top scorer for France? Olivier Giroud Nedikai, 57 goals. Now Mbappé about 56. And you can just 1 goal. Now watch Olivier Giroud. The Kakwe there, Obesano when ya. And it talks about the quality of the bread this French national team and as a leader. In fact, when he's inside this national team, on when you play from Bobo no waha, but about national team won't be more. Mbappé gives you even more with the national side, not just the opener. Again, France assigned a second goal. Abrante and the listen a PK ball and making sure say or the ball be attack and the movement of the French attack. Only said the ball never no. Ekitike saw say or no beje pass no. But then Abrante and the Mbappé need Dembele mo acting as a decoy, distracting opponents, no, making sure so match didn't be divided. So see Abrante and the other only say to pass no. And Ekitike so too far goalkeeper so. And it talks about the avalanche of quality at their disposal. In fact, only say Jebo no or movement, or Jebo no or taking decision, which was a pure talent, quality, and no Ryan Cheki, Wamobi. But look, Ekitike form. Front four almost started, Dembele, and then Abrante and the other Kylian Mbappé. So it was such a tougher game for Brazil. To be very honest. So this French team there boy from defense, goalkeeper Mike Mayon, even saves now all year. Yes, we make my doubt in there, but when it comes to the national team, we got strong hands. And again, so France attack and one, or we defense see Brazil one. I was not expecting anything different from what we just witnessed because looking at Brazil, Carlo Ancelotti decided say, or best started that in post. Wesley Franca, AS Roma boy, and then Ostate Glesen Bremer, eventually the goal scorer, of course, on the OBN, Juventus and Usinakai, and Enya Glesen Bremer, or Ade Leo Pereira, Flamingo boy now. In fact, Brazil Krumo Penasempa, or Bogame Libya and Ancelotti felt he saw him good again, and or Ade Douglas Santos, and also from Zenit St. Petersburg. So when you look at this front line, France had a buyer in Ballon d'Or winner Dembele, Michael Olise, Mbappé and Ekitike. You know that definitely Mbeshe goes at this back line. And it happened in the game. Talks about every single thing that Brazil needs to learn. So with this, I won't fault Ancelotti Bebre. Because I would say the center backs no Marquinhos be available. Magalhaes, you name him say Wamba, or be available. Abrante and the other Adam Militao be available. On benye defensive unit kakra be solid. So Alisson better go post him. So as compared to this, we see a different Brazil team World Cup, particularly on the defense line. Now in the middle, Casemiro, Andre Santos. So Brazil team there ball and attack, which is Rafinha, Vinicius, and Enra. Now we expected a lot from the Rafinha did well until say Enei Carlo Ancelotti break it. Unfortunately, news say when you have muscle problem, muscle and comfort, and you need free. But Barcelona for Enei worried the moment because he's been hampered with a lot of injuries this season, and not just an Enei. Enter crucial phase of the league, which is the La Liga, no, until they are concerned. But seeing Vinicius Junior wearing the number 10 jersey, Vinicius the Rafinha, who is supposed to wear the 10? Vinicius on find the 7, no? But then in Brazilian national team, when it comes to the jersey number 10, is such iconic. No Neymar, and this time round it was Vinicius. So Vinicius NF shirt 10, no. In the first half, man, won a year to be very honest. But in the second half, Vinicius played very well. Yes, or say a chance. Anna commit to the attacker, but he was a threat, constant threat. Ne foul and a day or more consolation go aggressive, and aside, he was enjoying himself for explosive, very tormented to air France for defense, and it talks about again France for team now. I know them from all angles, yes. And when you look at them, we are talking about one of the favorites to win the competition. And now a slow spin, but I tell you, upon realization. Spain for they better pray. Abraham said the other day, Nico Williams, but get full fitness. No man, you the threat, no munya will attack. It will use, no, because work up and back for you, man. So, we don't want to Lami amount, Kwanswa. And maybe a name of Brazil for all the year, you man, Purana and Omuku film against Belgium. And the other name back for you, man. So, I don't think Lami amount, we already know my name postpone for. So, we hear the threat now, Lami amount, Debano. Similar on the other flank, and also Nico Williams actually so big to the other. So, and it looks as if, say, France and Fono, and they are more favorites. Every other Argentina near there, but France. So, it talks about team nurse or musician here. And right there, a lot of things to me were exposed. Bakuyo Upamecano, on your red card. It was a last man tackle. But I tell you, Upamecano's ability to read the game and in the general performance as a center back, man, I don't like it. Honestly. So I believe, sir, I really say Ombo Konate ne Saliba work up and I say for France. Na afei, yes, yen say fullbacks in the Kunde Beba, no abeyi Malo Gusto. On the other side, Tio Hernandez na and a Beba might mayor impose. Abrante the Chouameni and a Rabiot and a boy consistently on now by and I walk out obey you so but in Ngolo County, a better free bench said the so for France, a lot of the things were reviewed, particularly when Oyi the front line in free, Mbappé free, Dembele free, all the others. But the way Ebam again, or the Marcus Thuram, Ebeyi Kylian Mbappé, in fact, Magnus Akluch, Ebeyi Hugo Ekitike. So you look at this French team and you talk about the quality more from even the bench, and it tells you something. But this very World Cup, France are for because look, for Brazil, I don't know what changes, Player back who Luis Enrique, the guy who came on first, Obeyi Abrante and Rafinha from Zenit St. Petersburg. And on the performance, no, done a dinner day. I tell you, Brazil for the threat from the bench, I'm going to call World Cup or Mbappé wonders are Aquadana Chile. Or one of best game no completely, the tempo, the everything, and all shoot to and oyet or San Trebo. But you see, in the qualifiers of Bobby, 8 matches. Oshe 2 goals assisted to. So clearly, and I said this very World Cup, Carlo Ancelotti they never call from Zenit St. Petersburg. For the team, class side then Koye Sa, Ebi and Chenen or but he's not getting the goals and everything. But when it comes to the national team, they're all trade Abrante a sure candidate. So I call World Cup maybe. Carlo Ancelotti Alusu and we're in a third defeat since Okofe Adjumana as the Brazilian national team coach. And in total, we won 9 matches. We winning 4. We draw 2 and we lose 3. Yes, and yet that much encouraging. But say the yen and they having for this Brazilian national team or share for the major tournament, which is the World Cup. And it definitely is going to be judged by the performance of better than the World Cup. And I say, and yes, it is about time. I said on one kind, game where revealing a lot of things at the actual. I was working on that. Now for getting the other player who are not available to help the team because attacking there for Brazil, I think because I got Thiago Moura on free bench by and you see it talks about say also attack, but I can't so be balance. No, they are called World Cup, I say. And after the game, it got a lot of people concerned a cooling break because the temperature at Boston. Don't forget the game no cost of Boston, USA, Gillette Stadium, one of the venues ever World Cup maybe and it is the reason why I tell who Boston Celtic for basketball player Abrante and Derry JC Taylor fanboy no so baby game no e be cost of baby any team no chrome and enye no nko again cooling break 18 degrees Celsius as in weather temperature. And people get worried because in Ghana here the average temperature now we are about 32 to 36 degrees Celsius. And they say 18, which is half of that. Cooling break it yeah. And then World Cup every match be a cooling break. Next a match be a breaking 4 times because break me no extra time so and then you ma be I'm officer you as a phone be used to keep it the advert. Abaya then to say basketball 3 seconds advert. And because people worried. But then, Enra, we saw the two teams. France wearing a away jersey for the World Cup. And then Brazil, new jersey, Jordan brand, which is their away jersey, almost for the World Cup. It was just interesting game. And about game quality of football, any football talents. Oh, what a match that was.